Sadly, mental health is still considered a taboo topic for some people, but a local author wants to change that. We are lucky to have the author of Inside the White Picket Fence, Jody Jeffer, joining us today. Jody, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Okay, it sounds like this book was good therapy for you. Let's start by just telling people a little bit about what the book is about.
Well, I'm a little anxious. I just want you to know, but it's about the struggles of mental health, and it was in my parents, and I've suffered with mental health. Also, just family chaos and dysfunction across generations. It talks a lot about loneliness and just my search for security and where that led me. And there is no security. It's not something you can attain. But through therapy, I was able to come to a place of understanding.
Well, you don't have to be anxious today, because I feel like I have started reading your book, and I feel like all of us can relate to a lot of what you wrote about. And I just wanted you to expand on this too, because this book is your life. And but you didn't maybe set out to write a book. Kind of talk about how this book actually got started.
Well, what happened about maybe 10 years ago was my mom was diagnosed with a terminal illness. And just all the years of not having communication in our family with my mom, with my siblings, I didn't have anyone to really talk to. And I started journaling because I was just feeling so overwhelmed and so alone. And I just began journaling things. And during my mom's illness, I was just really, really having problems with anxiety. And it was pretty much leaving me where I couldn't even function. And so I sought the help of a therapist. And during this time, she was just amazing. And she actually took her own time to read my writings. And she had expressed to me that she thought they would help a lot of people. And that planted the seed in me that maybe this was something I could do.
So your journaling is what turned into your book.
Yes, I had a lot of memories just growing up and just different things I experienced in my home setting, and just writing all that, but also writing what was happening during my mom's terminal illness, which was about a 3-year process.
Now, kind of even explaining the title, which I haven't asked you this question before, but after reading the book and the title, it totally makes sense. But this was like secrets that you and your family kept for a long time.
You know, I like the title Inside the White Picket Fence because if you were to see our home growing up, it was beautiful and it was immaculate. And my mom was the hardest worker ever. And our house inside, everything was orderly and organized. But there was a lot of turmoil, a lot of chaos, lack of communication, a lot of mental health problems. And so it just, to me, represented none of us know what each other is struggling with inside. And I feel like this is a perfect time to talk about it because with Facebook, I feel like that's what we see. We see this perfect image, but we don't really know what's happening in each other's lives. And I feel like that's the key to getting better and getting help is sharing your story and talking to other people who are also struggling.
What kind of feedback are you getting from people so far?
Really, there hasn't been a lot because I'm just going to be advertising it. I just started. But the few friends who helped me on the project and just listened to my stories and gave me input, it encouraged me to keep going and to keep writing because a lot of these people, it just made our relationships grow closer. And being honest is one way that I've found you can really develop true, authentic relationships.
I love that. And so it really hasn't got out there too much, and then the world has been turned upside down, but you are holding a book signing, and people will be able to pick up this book and kind of open up this and lessen the stigma of mental illness at this book signing. Can you tell us the details as to where people can find you and visit with you and find the book?
Yeah. Well, it's going to be at Zambros tomorrow from the afternoon, 1 to 5. And it was going to be a little bit different format, but with the pandemic, we changed it. So we're going to protect ourselves. We're going to have masks and do some social distancing. And so we thought we'd spread it out during the afternoon. So hopefully we'll be able to respect all those guidelines. And it'll be there if somebody has a question or wants to purchase the book. I'll be there all afternoon. And I'm excited that Zambros is giving me this opportunity to share the information.
I love this. And you know what? We all need a great read, as a lot of us are still spending a lot more time at home. It's Inside the White Picket Fence, Jody Jeffer, the book signing tomorrow. Did you also want to add anywhere else we can find the book besides Zambros?
It's also available on Amazon, and that all just happened. It's all kind of coincided together. So I just think it's a really important book that I wish I would have had the information when I was younger, because I think a lot of heartache could have been prevented. And I was really surprised. My friend just yesterday gave me the new Time magazine that's out, and it's on mental health and just the epidemic of loneliness that is going on in the world. So
it's an important topic, an important conversation to have, and a very timely book to release as well. Jody, thank you so much for your time today.
All right. Thank you, Lisa.
We'll be right back here on North Dakota Today.